Go ahead, please.
What recording on?
Assalamu alaikum. Can I start, ma'am?
Yes, please go ahead.
So that is a man. That man is Muazzinun.
Yes, mu'adhin. The one who
Muazzin.
calls to prayer, right? That's mu'adhin.
Has he by the I don't know that one, ma'am.
Oh, okay, that's okay. What does hadihi mean?
Has he? No idea.
Okay, no worries, that's fine. So hada is this, hadihi is the feminine for this. It also
okay.
means this. Hadihi also means this. Why are we using the feminine? Because the noun after it is a feminine word. It's mu'annas. And how do we know it's mu'annas? Because of this ta here. That's a sign for mu'annas words. And baydatun
Okay.
means egg. So in the Arabic language, egg is a feminine word.
Okay.
So hadihi, yes.
Hazihil baydatu kabiratun.
Yes, so this egg is big. This is an egg. This egg is big. Right?
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next is Rupina. Okay, Fatima. Yes. Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Go ahead, please. Number 8.
8th one. هذا منزل.
Mindilun.
Mindilun.
Mhm.
Mindilun means kerchief, handkerchief.
Yes.
This is handkerchief.
Yes.
هذه حقيبة.
No, first you have to convert this hada mindilun to hada mindilu. You have to add the alif lam here, correct? In front of mindilun. So it will be hada mindilu wasiqun.
Okay.
Okay? And that means that this handkerchief is dirty. So this is a handkerchief. This handkerchief is dirty.
هذا المنديل منزل وسيق.
هذا المنديل. Okay, just with one dhamma. هذا المنديل وسيق.
هذا المنديل.
Okay. The next one.
Okay. هذه حقيبة للمدرس.
So هذه حقيبة. This is a bag. And then
هذه الحقيبة.
هذه الحقيبة للمدرس. Correct. This bag is the meaning.
This bag is of a teacher.
Yes, that's
this
correct.
Is a bag
Very
of
good.
teacher's bag.
Very good. Thank you. Good job. Just seeing how much more do we have. So this lesson here, this exercise here, number 4 is pretty easy. I think all of you can do this one. You just have to take the misal, the example, and change the words based on this example. Okay. So we will just skip this and I will just explain this number 5 here to you. So here we have a few examples. This is the word al-baytu. Al-baytu means the house. Okay. And what they are showing us here is that when fi is added in front of al-baytu, fi is a preposition. Fi means in. Okay. So when this is added here, the meaning becomes in the house. Al-baytu is just the house. When we add fi, it means fil bayti means in the house. And if you notice, there's one big difference in the word baytu. What happens here is that we get the kasra here. It's no longer fil baytu, it's fil bayti. Okay. Similarly with min. Min is also a preposition. What does min mean? Anyone know what min means?
From.
From.
Yes, correct. Min means from. So minal bayti, from the house. Again, here we have a kasra. Why? Because this is a harf of jar as well. This is a preposition. Fi is a preposition. Min is a preposition. Similarly, ila is a preposition. What does ila mean?
Two.
On.
Two. Yes.
Two,
Ila
ma'am.
means two. That's
Two.
correct. Ila is two. Ala is on. Ala with an ayn like this. Ala.
Okay.
Trying to write it. Ala is upon or on. Ila with a hamza here is two, towards or two. Ala is also a harf of jar. Okay. We can say ala al-maktabi. Ala al-maktabi with a kasra. On the desk. Ila al-bayti, to the house. Again, here we have a kasra. Okay. So this is the general form for nouns. Okay. The nouns, whenever there's a harf of jar added to it, the last letter will become a kasra. Now, let's look at this word here. It's al-mustashfa. This is pronounced mustashfa. Even though there's a ya, there are no dots on this ya. So we will not say mustashfi. Okay, we will say mustashfa. Just like how we say ila here. There's a ya here, but no dots. Ala also has a ya in the end, no dots. So this is ala, pronounced with like an alif, right? So mustashfa means hospital. Al-mustashfa. Now, when we add fi in front of it, it doesn't become al-mustashfi, okay? Or min al-mustashfi. It stays mustashfa. So there are some words which are mabni, which are, you can say they are stuck. They cannot move, okay? So they will remain the same. It will be fil mustashfa, min al-mustashfa, ila al-mustashfa. Even though there is a harf of jar being added to it, and this word becomes jar. This word becomes jar, and this word also becomes jar, but you cannot see it. Okay, that's the only difference. So you have to keep this in mind, that for many of the words you will see that there's a kasra after when a harf of jar is added, but for some of them it will not be the same. Now, similarly here, America means America. Also, it's the same. You will not say fi Amriki, min Amriki, because this is a name. Okay. Names will remain the same. So fi America, min America, ila America. Similarly for Almania. Almania means Germany. And Almania is a complete word. It's not al and then mania is different. Okay. Almania together, all of it means Germany. So fi Almania, min Almania, ila Almania. So I hope
Ma'am,
this was not
I have
too
a
difficult.
question.
Yes, please go ahead.
How do we come to know then which words are stuck and they do not change? I mean, how do we come to know?
You will come to know them with time, I guess. We will see a few more
Okay.
examples, inshallah, in the next lessons. Yes, there's no a certain rule for that. It's just how they are. Most words
Maybe
are
if
not.
it's a proper noun, it will remain the same.
Yes, proper nouns
Suppose
here.
if it's a proper noun,
These two are
they will
proper
remain
nouns,
the same.
right? America
Right.
and Almania, these are proper nouns. There's names of countries, right? Similarly, names of
Right.
people, if they end with an alif in the end, they will not change. But mustashfa is not a proper noun. It means hospital. It can be any hospital. It can be a hospital, the hospital. It doesn't matter. But it is like that. You cannot say mustashfi. Okay.
Okay. Okay. And if we have time,
yes.
can you just do one example of the previous this thing? No, just if one you could do it and show us, so then we can do
Yes.
the rest.
Inshallah, we will go over this one in the next class as well. So, but I will
Okay.
show you as well. So, مثال لمن هذا الكتاب لمن هذا الكتاب هذا one second هذا الكتاب لمحمد. So I thought it's supposed to be based on the picture, but I don't know why they're saying kitab. It should be qalam, in my opinion. It says Read the
Yes, they are
following
showing a
examples,
pen.
then make
Mhm.
questions and answers on its pattern. So this should have been qalam, I think.
Right.
So what I would like you all to do is look at this picture here and think of what this word is. So this is miftah. Miftahun means key. So first you have to make a question here. So the question could be, liman hadal miftahu? For whom is this key? Who does this key belong to? And here's your answer. Hadal miftahu li abbasin. The most important part here would be that you put a kasra. Why? Because li is also a harf of jar. It will make the next word jar. So li abbasin. Hadal miftahu li abbasin. Similarly, this is
This
sayyara.
haza will not become hazihi because key is feminine, no?
Yes, you are correct. Miftah is feminine.
So is it?
Are you sure it's feminine? I will check. I don't think
I
it's
think
feminine. I think miftahun, because there is no
Miftah
dhamma.
is no, ma'am, no masculine only.
Yes, it is masculine.
Masculine. Okay.
Miftahun is
Okay.
masculine. Okay. Sayyaratu here.
Okay.
Sayyaratu is feminine. So
Okay.
liman
Okay.
hadhihi sayyaratu. Hadhihi sayyaratu li aliyin. Okay. With the kasra. Is that clear?
Okay. So
Is
we
that
have
okay
to
for
put
everyone?
these names
Yes.
at the end.
So,
Okay.
yes, the answer is given here. Mudir means principal. Fallah means farmer. Who is this cow for? It belongs to the farmer. Okay. So
Right,
don't
the
worry.
end.
Try your best. Try your best. Send it to
Okay.
your group leaders, and inshallah, again in the next class we will go over this. Okay.
Yeah, I think
And
if we can discuss this next
yes,
time.
yes, of course we will go over most of it again. And because this is a long lesson, that's why I didn't want to finish it all together. Try to read this once more, and we will go over the points to remember before we end. Okay. And inshallah, we will do this once more in the next class. So don't worry. So in this lesson, we learned about Hada Kitabun. Hada Kitabun means this is a book. And Hadal Kitabu, when we add the alif lam, it means this book, which is not a complete sentence, right? And to make it a complete sentence, we need to add a predicate or a khabar in the end. So Hadal Kitabu, this book, what about it? Jadidun, this book is new. Okay. So this was the main thing that we learned in this lesson, that Hada Kitabun just by itself is a complete sentence. But if we add alif lam here, it is not a complete sentence anymore. So we need to add a khabar to it. Okay. All demonstrative pronouns can be used to make this. Demonstrative pronouns meaning dhalika, hadihi, tilka. Okay. So dhalika rajulu, that man. What about him? That man is an engineer. Hadihi sa'atu, this watch, jamilatun, is beautiful. Tilka al-mumarridatu, that nurse, minal yaban, that nurse is from Japan. Okay. So this is what we learned in this lesson. Another thing that we learned was that the normal ending of noun is u, right, with a dhamma. But it changes to e with the kasra when there are prepositions or harf of jar. Okay. And also when the noun is a possessor, also when it is a mudaf ilayh. When it is a mudaf ilayh, also the ending will have a kasra, and also as well as when there's a harf of jar, there will be a kasra. So bilalun fil bayti, just by itself, the word al baytu has a dhamma. Al baytu jamilun, the house is beautiful. When a preposition is added, bilalun fil bayti, Bilal is in the house, this will have a kasra. Hada miftahul bayti, this is the house's key, the key of the house. So the house is the possessor here. So it will also have a kasra. Okay. And what we learned in that table was that nouns ending in a long a have no sounds. They remain unchanged. So Amrika will remain changed no matter if you have hadihi Amrika or if there's a harf of jar before it, it will still be hadihi Amrika. Okay. And in the introductory lesson, there was amam and khalf. Both of these, khalf means behind and amam means in front. They also don't have sorry, they are also harf of jar, and so when there is a noun after these words, it will also have a kasra here. Okay. Al-baytu khalf al-masjidi hamidun amam al-mudarrisi. Both of these will have kasra. Hamidun amam al-mudarrisi. Hamid is in front of the teacher, so this will also have a kasra. Okay, so that's what we did in this lesson, and here are our new words. Okay, Almania again is Germany, and just remember that this is not alif lam like as-sikin, the knife. Almania together, there's no the, okay? It's all together. Almania means Germany, and Inkaltara means England. Mustashfa is hospital. Oh yes, and for Mustashfa, the main thing here is this ya is pronounced like an alif because it has no dots. No dots. When fi, for example, fi has dots, so it is pronounced with an e sound, fi. But without any dots on the ya, it's an a sound. So ala, ila, mustashfa. Okay. Any questions?
Ma'am, now time changed, ma'am.
Yes, there was a time difference. I mentioned it in the previous classes, and I asked the students' feedback on what time we should say. We should keep it, and I think everyone agreed that it should be 8 a.m. EST still. So that's
Yes,
why.
ma'am.
Yeah.
8 a.m. But
Yes, for you in, I think maybe in India and in other parts of the world, the time has changed. Actually, what happens in Canada is that there's daylight savings. And so every year in October, November, and in March, we go 1 hour back, 1 hour ahead.
okay,
Okay.
ma'am. And
Yes.
before, 4 o'clock. Now it's 5 o'clock. So I was waiting from 4. Meeting now
Okay.
started. So I am okay, ma'am.
Yes, I think I asked them to put it in the group. I hope so. They
ma'am.
mentioned it.
When
Actually, they did not
last class,
change the corresponding timing for the countries. In India, it was still showing 5:30, but it started at 6:30.
Okay, did they not mention in the groups properly?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, the
Still
time change is not
time
mentioned.
Oh,
not
okay,
mentioned
okay.
in the group, ma'am.
I'm so sorry about that. Actually, I'm not in the group, so I just asked someone to put it in the group chat. I will let them know again to message it clearly
okay.
with the proper times.
Now
inshallah.
Mahari prayer is getting kada. So that's why I asked, ma'am. Here I'm in UAE. So
Okay.
5:30 is Mahari prayer. So it's going. So I was asking. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, okay. No, if there's a prayer coming in between, I would suggest then you can take a break, go pray, and come back, or you can always watch the recordings. Actually, because in the previous class, I did ask the feedback from many students.